What up?
All right, What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Just Another Failure podcast. We are looking at, episode 5?
Episode 5 now.
Episode 5.
And now we got some people that just want to join us now.
We have guests.
Which is crazy. Like, people want to hang out with us now.
There's people that actually enjoy being around us.
I stood in line for hours.
Yeah.
You hear that?
We do,
Hours.
We do have a line outside this epic studio of ours.
I don't want to say we're a big fucking deal, but
look at it, it goes all the way around the block.
We're a pretty big deal. Yeah. Autograph sessions later, guys. Yeah. Sorry.
We'll get to that, right?
Yeah.
But all right, so tonight we got my buddy here.
Yep.
The legendary Haaman. This guy.
The Haaman.
I mean, this guy's name just speaks for himself. This guy has a lifestyle.
This guy goes by Haaman.
Yeah.
If that doesn't fucking just already interest you, like, what are you even doing here?
Right. So, welcome, Haaman. Welcome to the show.
Fucking good to be here.
You stoked to be on Just Another Failure and just hang out with a couple of failures over here tonight?
I'm a failure too, so this is fucking epic.
Perfect.
That's what we like to hear.
We're stoked to have you tonight.
That's what we like
Put
to
them
hear.
up.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
No, hold up. Here I come.
My neighbor Luke.
Cheers.
Good Vibration Hydration.
To Luke.
Made us some rosemary drinks tonight. Hit him up on Instagram. Makes epic cocktails.
And he'll deliver them to you.
He'll deliver them to you. He delivers craft cocktails. Tonight he went with a rosemary old fashioned.
And it's fucking good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like the town in
and
Austria.
all the bars are closed. So
and
this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to start our speakeasy business we were talking about tonight.
Hey, real quick. Shout out. And you did too. Haaman. H-A-A. People sometimes say, hey man. And I said, what the fuck does a sheep say? Does it say bay or does it say Bob? Spelled the same fucking way. So, fucking happy to be here.
We got you, Haaman.
Haaman.
Crap, I'm famous.
All right,
here.
so
who is the Haaman?
well, I actually have a question before we even get there.
Let's get there.
Where do you get the name Haaman? Where does that come from?
Well, it's a long story. I don't think we have enough time tonight, and if I told you, I'd probably have to kill you. But let's just say,
wow.
Have you ever seen the movie Princess Bride? The dreaded Pirate Roberts. It was this fictional, crazy. Well, actually, it was real, but it was a character. And then before the guy died, he grabs Wesley, who's the lead, and passes on the dread pirate. Okay, so there was a Haaman before me, and on his deathbed, he called me close, and he bestowed upon me.
Wow.
The Haaman. And
Hold
I said,
on.
Yeah.
So you're carrying on another man's legacy.
Hundreds of years, probably. This probably goes way back to the 1400s.
That is
easily.
probably the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my life.
And I'll never forget, he told me, I'm going to tell you something, and you got to understand that this is a lifestyle. It's just not a nickname. And right before he died, he handed me this sculpture, and he says, this is it.
You got a sculpture?
Yeah, and so I grabbed it, but it was just like this little tower. And I said, well, what is it? And he says, it's your girlfriend's clit. And I went, the fuck are you talking about? And down he went. And I realized from that moment forward, I had a responsibility. So.
Wait. Those were his final words?
Yeah, it's your girlfriend's clit.
You got
wow.
it.
I'm not kidding.
God.
How legendary is that?
I don't make this shit up. So, and I remember his name. If any of his family's out there listening to this, it was Bill Graves. That was his name, Bill Graves, and he was talking like this. It's the Haaman.
So he sounded like my buddy's dad.
Yeah, he sounded like Martin.
Oh, he used to say, if there's a knock on your door, it's the Haaman for sure. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
You got a rhyme with your name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking epic. So anyway, we could go into the whole story because he told me a lot of history about him. But basically what the Haaman is the Haaman is, I don't give a fuck. But the Haaman cares. The Haaman cares about people. He's got
a hard exterior, but on the inside.
Oh, I'm hard, all right.
Oh, hey.
I was apparently holding my girlfriend's clit.
Whoa!
So,
wow.
Whoa!
So
that's something big.
So let's just say the Haaman has been passed through the years, and soon when I'm decrepit and about to die, I might hand it off to one of you guys.
Wow.
And both
so you have
very
prospects.
good candidates. Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Man, that's exciting. It's like a little secret society.
The fact that we're
I'm getting hard right now thinking about it.
The fact that we're even on the prospect list right now is like
that's an honor.
This is a good drink. This is by far you're at the top of the list.
Oh my god,
man,
100%.
Give them a failure podcast and a good drink, and we get prospects on the list.
And we start just getting compliments thrown around. Next thing you know, I'm blushing, Jesus.
And it's the fact that we can admit we're failures. I think that's why I easily got the Haaman. It's because I didn't think I was anything, and he realized that this would be a potential that I could take further than him. And
he saw the potential.
He saw something legendary.
I gotta tell you right
now. So how old were you when you became the Haaman?
I was 17.
Oh, wow.
So we are currently on 4 years of being the Haaman. Let's just say I've been the Haaman for decades.
Hold on. I think we're going to have to Google fact check that one. I don't know about that.
Only 4 years ago this happened, huh?
Yeah, I'm fucked. Let's just say it's been decades. And I'd like to think I made Bill.
But you're holding down the name.
You're holding it down. Now, has it been tough? Has there been any hardships in this or any failures or anything?
Oh, fuck. There's, failures. It's the reason I'm on the show. There's failure after failure. You can't be given the title Jesus and become Jesus. You got to learn to walk on the fucking water. You got to raise yourself from the dead. You got to turn that water into wine.
Exactly.
Girlfriend's clits. You got to know. You got to like titties, and you got to like fucking everything.
Oh my God.
Man, I missed that part in the Bible.
Yeah.
Wow. It must be
because it was in the other book. It was the Book of Haaman.
He's got his own
totally
Bible.
separate Bible here. Whole other way to live by.
Now let me tell you, there is a Haaman website, and I've been trying to get it for the last 25 years.
Wait, someone has your domain name?
Yes, a guy in Russia has my domain name, and he sells like fucking semiconductors. So I've been reduced to a semiconductor. Yeah, if you go to Haaman.com, it's a guy selling fucking products.
It's just disrespectful.
We got Thomas
That's
Train
blasphemy. It's blasphemy.
Yeah, that's rude.
Man,
anyway.
Wow. So
that's kind of the story.
All right.
There's some more to it, but it gets a little too graphic.
So that is where Haaman comes from. Okay.
That's pretty sick. I mean, so I met Haaman because he's a fellow pilot, and we're very few pilots that look like criminals in the field.
Together, we look like a fucking coloring book. Sorry, man.
I guess I missed the fucking memo. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
He looks like an Irish gnome.
Yeah.
Let's get drunk.
Hey, whatever, dude. Just because you guys got fucking shitty drawings on your arms doesn't mean you're fucking better than me, all right?
I feel like mine are
but I got
sick.
a drawing of you.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah, well, you're wearing a helmet. But,
yeah. Okay. No, I take that statement.
Look.
That's when he crossed the Atlantic Ocean and went to Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
I remember when that
in the
happened.
spirit of St. Louis.
I remember when that happened. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
so technically, I legitimately knew who Haaman was without him knowing who I was when I was probably 18 years old, because he flies one of the most legendary airplanes that there is in aviation. Now, he and I know that we're not really allowed to talk about who we fly for. There's a lot of confidentiality behind our business, and we respect that. And we respect the privacy of our owners.
Kanye West. Yeah. God damn it, I almost flew Air Force One.
You were so cold. Why did you leave that?
Kanye?
Yeah, you could have
Kim fired me.
I get it.
She said I fucked her poorly.
Dude, I just almost shot that out my nose.
I'm so glad I wasn't taking a sip.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that.
I was not ready. He could have been the next Air Force One. You could have been part of the Kardashians.
I could have been Harrison Ford. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't he in that fucking movie or something?
You could have crashed 3 planes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Damn it.
Shout
You're right. We don't talk about our owners.
We don't talk about our owners, but he flies a very legendary airplane, a very awesome owner. And I remember the first time I saw his airplane come on the ramp, I was like, I want to fly for that company one day. But on the flip side,
he's checking out my ass.
Yeah, he was looking. I call him scoping.
It happens.
He was scoping earlier too. I didn't want to tell you.
I mean, this was like, wow, like almost 15 years ago, 16 years ago. That was a long time ago.
When I was 12.
Yeah. He started flying at a very young age.
Yeah, wow.
But
youngest pilot ever to pilot an airplane ever.
The funniest way that we met is we met because of the tattoo culture. We didn't meet because of aviation. We met because we share a tattoo artist.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how him and I became friends. And we had a mutual friend in the tattoo industry. And he knows.
Did you guys share needles too, or is that?
Yeah. It was one of those days at the studio, you know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, whatever floats your boat. Cool.
But seriously, one of the most hands down the coolest guys. I remember when she was like, "Oh yeah, just like hit him up. He's a totally cool guy." I'm like, "No, that doesn't work." And I hit him up one day, and the raddest dude I've ever met, and we've just been friends ever since.
And she told me this. She told me that there was another pilot that got tattoos, and that she had told him who I was, that he was very standoffish. Like, well, I don't
this
care.
Guy?
Yeah. Like, I don't care what you say he's like. I know him, but he's going to have to prove himself.
Very shy.
So when I first met him, it was kind of like, cracking through a little barrier, right? He was a little standoffish.
Yeah, okay.
But, the next evening we went to dinner, and
Oh, you wined and dined him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We did a little sushi. We did a little sushi wine and dine.
He's a little younger than me, so you know what's up. Yeah. I like the young ones.
Going after the young ones. Atta boy, I like your style.
But altogether, he shares a lot of the similar stories that I have had around the world, and we've been to some very cool countries. But I mean, this guy, I thought I had some pretty funny stories about aviation. I mean, he works for such a cool company and a cool owner. He's able to have some like absolutely like this is what books are made. Like people have told me many times that I should write a book, but he knows just as well as I can. We can never publish any of our stuff, really.
Right.
We can't talk about it.
We can talk about it, but we can't be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
But I mean,
those are the best stories. Though.
Maybe jail time for
those are the best stories, though.
But, you know, him and I, we share some pretty cool locations, and one of his favorite ones where he has some pretty awesome stories, the Maldives.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I mean,
that was a great place.
How many times have you been, though, in your career?
Oh, let me see. What is it, 4 times now to the Maldives over the course of maybe 2 months? Yeah, spent some time there.
I have to ask, though, because you said Maldives, and he says Maldives. How is it actually pronounced?
I think it's the Maldives.
Because I'm an uncultured...
Tomato.
I'm an uncultured
Potato.
piece of shit, and I've never been there, so I don't know.
I think it's probably the Maldives.
Yeah?
And if anyone doesn't know where it's off the coast of Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Out in the Indian Ocean. In the middle of nowhere.
Long-ass flight.
There's no easy way to get to the
Maldives.
Maldives.
You got swamp ass when you land.
Like there's no simple way to get to the Maldives.
I have swamp ass right now. What does that mean?
Did you do no simple way. Well, that was the sushi we had before.
So you've gone between Fiji
Yeah.
and the Maldives.
Yeah.
And then have you done the Seychelles?
We have. Yeah.
So, but I think, you know, personally, I like the Seychelles more than the Maldives. What is yours?
Well, here's what's interesting. I went to the Maldives and I fell in love with it, but then we went to the Maldives a second time. And we went, and after we left, my boss, who we're not going to talk about, his wife says, "Hey, just a little info. I meant to tell you I wanted to go to the Seychelles, not the Maldives." And she said the Seychelles have hills and
there are mountains.
The Maldives is flat. And she said, I always thought I was booking at the Seychelles, but I realized I told you the Maldives. And I go, well, you told me the Maldives. She goes, well, yeah, but now we want to go by the Seychelles. So we spent the most of our time in the Maldives, and then we visited the Seychelles.
Which is
I'd like to go vacation.
It's a shorter flight between the Maldives and the Seychelles. They're kind of in the same region off the coast of Tanzania compared to the coast of Sri Lanka.
I thought it was off the coast of California. Oh, that's Catalina.
Damn. Well, actually,
that's
Hawaii.
What's up? I've been there. Yeah,
yeah, Avalon.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you got meningitis?
No, that was in Hawaii, you asshole.
That's the island off the coast of California.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. No, sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, you're right.
People will freak out on Devin and I. We'll be beach cruising, and we'll be like going down like Newport Beach, and you're like, dude, look you could see Hawaii so clear today, and people will like trip out on us. Like,
people look at you like you're like, they're like, are you serious?
Like, wow,
my kind of guys.
He got meningitis.
Really? Spinal?
Wow.
Spiral?
Yeah.
Spinal.
It was spinal.
It's spinal.
Yeah, I got spinal bacteria meningitis in Hawaii.
During one of our buddies' weddings. He was supposed to be the best man.
I was supposed to be the best man in my buddy Destin Cantrell's wedding. Shout out Destin.
What up?
Yeah, I was supposed to be the best man at his wedding, and on the plane, dude, I just started getting like, I felt like I had the flu at first.
2 episodes now. I want to shout out to Destin, by the way.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
I mean,
COVID.
And
you probably had COVID.
This was pre-COVID.
This was way pre-COVID.
But you probably had COVID, not meningitis.
I mean, who knows at this point?
How do we know it wasn't gonorrhea?
We don't. It's a waiting game.
But how sick was that? How sick was that hospital?
Dude, yeah. So
yeah, I want to hear about this.
In Hawaii, you like if you're in Hoag Hospital, you're barely allowed to leave your room, let alone the floor. At this hospital in Hawaii, you could walk outside, you could fucking go wherever you wanted. Like, this is what they eventually ended up telling us, that a lot of the people take their IVs.
I was going to say, can you walk with that fucking cart?
They take their IVs outside, call their drug dealers, and just shoot straight into their IVs. Like, that's happening.
What a cleaner way to do heroin.
Dude.
Is Hawaii open yet?
Yeah, no.
Because with this, I want to go.
Oh, dude, it was the most insane shit in my entire life.
They were supposed to open, but they re-shut down till the end of September, I think.
So, I mean, they don't have meningitis on the island, so we became like a news story there. They were talking about calling everybody on the plane.
They called CDC.
Quarantining every single person that we were on the flight with. Like, we're like, holy shit, we're going to be on the news. We're going to be on the fucking news because my kid caught meningitis. And so I'm just laying there in a hospital trying to figure out where the fuck I am because that thing kicked my ass. And dude, yeah, like the hospital in Hawaii was, you could come in at any time too. My parents broke into the hospital over and over.
Broke in.
Yeah, no, broke in.
Sounds like Vegas.
Yeah, right?
No, like they like went in like a backdoor side entrance that was just open and would just sneak into the hospital and chill with me in the hospital.
So you're in the hospital and you get backdoored. Okay.
You have our attention. You have our attention.
I need to know more about this. Yeah. This is what the Haaman does best.
Of course, the Haaman's taking it to the back door.
Yeah.
you dirty dog. You old dirty dog. But, yes. Yeah, that was...
But you recovered.
I recovered. I mean...
What kind of medication did they put in your little
dude,
eye?
I had
Gatorade and shit?
Yeah, they gave me just straight Gatorade. That's what saved me.
That's what cures meningitis.
No, I had a PICC line in my arm, which is basically an open line that goes in your arm right here and then straight into your heart.
Oh wow!
And
you can't even see it now.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Well,
but,
yeah, if you had some.
I mean, yeah, maybe if I got cool. Yeah, maybe if I got sick ass tattoos like you fucking nerds, whatever, dude.
He's just jealous.
Oh, high five, sick.
Good high five, by the way.
You guys are losers, whatever.
Well, you look at the elbow.
You gotta always look at the elbow. Elbow.
You look at the elbow for the high five, and you always look at the elbow when
Jesus Christ.
It gets way quicker.
Way quicker.
From 40 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't even know.
So you recover.
So I recovered fully.
They let you out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And the news crews are there.
No, the news crews never showed up. We thought that we were going to be on the news. I'm sorry to let you down, all right?
I thought I was here with a celebrity.
I know.
We could
just skip over me. You guys
we'll
are.
just go home now.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Was that him in the hospital bed?
Right there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good photo of him. He looked a lot different back then.
Actually, I have.
Why'd you have long hair?
I have a fantastic photo of me in the gown, brushing my teeth for like the first time in a week, when I was actually strong enough to get out of bed, and I have like obviously one of the hospital gowns on.
So it's ass.
Oh, dude, my ass is just hanging out, and I'm looking back at my.
How did we miss this?
Yeah, I'll show you guys if you want to see it later.
You have some good photos, but you're a local at the hospitals.
Oh yeah, I've been holding it down at the hospitals.
Yeah, I mean you broke a femur, broke both your wrists at the same time. Double. Overachiever. Yeah. Multiple surgeries.
Why not go both? You know.
I mean he's.
What's your last visit?
Last year. Last December.
Yeah, it was last year for the broken wrists.
Yeah, both of them.
Double broken wrists.
Double broken wrists. He was out bike riding on PCH on the Strand.
What are you talking about?
Fell off his bike.
Shut up.
Landed in the sand.
That's not
broke
true.
both his wrists.
That's not true.
Very true.
He's lying.
There's a deeper story here.
I was riding at some local dirt
rollerblader jumped in front of him.
I literally hate you. You're the biggest. You're the biggest nerd.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah,
no, that's Darth. Darth. You can't have not a Darth night.
I crashed on some dirt jumps, and I didn't even think that I broke anything. I landed on my feet and ended up breaking both my wrists, which I'm still confused at how that happened.
Drink enough milk.
Like landing on your ass, breaking your dick.
Dude, I don't know, but yeah.
So wait a minute. So you broke both. So are they like in cast?
I was soft casted in one and then real casted in the other because I actually ended up having to get surgery on the other one too.
Yeah, it screws his hand.
Yeah.
So
he has a great photo of him not being able to use his hands for 4 months.
Oh, dude.
Couldn't do anything.
I was literally just stuck like this. Like, luckily, I begged my doctor. I'm like, dude, please put me in one soft cast so I can wipe my own ass.
Yeah.
Wasn't first day out on the bike at Regency when you crashed?
You'd be begging your girlfriend.
Yeah, right when I came back was that day, yeah.
He came back, his first day back on a bicycle after like 6 months of not riding. We go out to the dirt jumps in Lake Forest, crashes, right behind Oakley.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, right behind Oakley in Lake Forest.
That makes me sound like I have no idea what I'm doing on a bike.
We need to get you at the Oakley jumps because those are some of the sickest jumps.
Yeah, I want
to see you ride
that whole course out
They had
there,
the big jumps out there.
Cool place.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
One Icon Drive.
Yeah. But, yeah, Devin's a great guy. But, Haaman here, he's a OG from Long Beach.
Born and raised.
Ooh.
He is... he's
coming from the dirty LBZ.
He's about as hard as you can get. He's
look at him.
He's pretty straight out of Compton.
I was here long before fucking Snoop Dogg.
What year was your caddy?
The 66?
drop top. That was a 66?
66, yeah.
I mean, he has the lowriders. He has the true gangster life.
Yeah. Long Beach was different when I was growing up. Now it's nice. When I was growing up, it was a little bit tough.
The east side or the west side?
Oh, well, the south side, really.
South side?
I was right up against the ocean. Yeah, Ocean and Cherry.
Okay.
So we lit the park on fire. We got mugged. We did some muggings. We used to drink in the abandoned buildings. It was not as nice.
You had fun.
As it is now. Well, yeah, every kid should go through that.
I mean, I think that's like the way kids should grow up, like breaking into abandoned buildings.
Every kid should mug people. I mean,
our goal when I was, 11 was to sneak into the Pussycat Theater, because back in the days before YouPorn, you get a free plug. You had to go to a theater.
Whoa, no free ads. Hold on.
Yeah. We'll have them send us something. But yeah, the Pussycat Theater, you could, it was a place you went. It's where Pee Wee Herman went in Florida.
Oh, that's where he got caught?
Yeah, the Pussycat.
Oh, man, that's a legendary
we used to go to the Pussycat, and my parents said, don't go to the Pussycat. But Mom, they have good popcorn. She's like, you do not want the butter on that popcorn.
The best popcorn.
Yeah, it's bad, yeah.
What do you mean? Why do you know that, Mom?
Yeah, that's exactly
Why do you know they have the best popcorn,
why do they
Mom?
Date nights with Dad.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Wow. Why do they have holes in all the bottom of their popcorn?
Well, you put it on your lap, and your girl reaches in and gets some butter. It's great. And then here's the best part. There was a Dairy Queen right next door. And I know that if you hooked up, you went to the Dairy Queen, paid the guy, and dipped in the chocolate, and, it was good.
Wait, what?
Well, I was 11. I wasn't able to do it, but that's what we heard happened. Why do you think we hung out there? We wanted to see
Dairy Queen used to wow.
Hold up. Are you saying they dipped your ding-dong in the fucking Frosty?
Your doinger?
Or friends, let's just say cock in the chocolate.
Jeez.
That stuff dries quick. Jesus Christ.
That stuff dries quick.
No, Long Beach was a much different place back then, guys. Yeah, way different.
Would you like it more then or now?
Then, 100%. Yeah. It was completely
but that was
raw. It was,
like cops would yell at you, but it was more like a slap on the wrist.
Right, because the criminals ruled, right?
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Like, I know all the political correctness now,
that just
and,
makes
but
makes
I grew up
like
with,
Wild Wild West.
I grew up with every ethnic group, and we were all friends, and I experienced Long Beach from each end. And today, it's, you have some pretty wealthy spots there. But back then, it's like muggings were regular. But you want to hear a great story about a mugging?
Yeah.
I used to get mugged every week at the Pike, right? Because I'm...
How old were you?
Oh, fuck. I was probably, 9, 10. And my parents would try to get rid of us so they could fuck. And off we went with our roll of dimes. Yeah, they were dimes back then. I'm that old. So we'd go to the Pike. And, of course...
I thought you started flying at 12. What happened here?
Well, that's after my last mugging. I knew I had to get out.
He got enough money to get his first intro flight.
I mean, we showed up there, and it was Gang Central in Long Beach. So I used to get mugged weekly until I realized that if I made friends with the muggers and pointed out the rich
Was
kids,
this like Tukey Williams Day?
Exactly, yeah. Tell the guys which kids had money. They'd say, okay, Haaman. Which kid has the most money? I said, well, Howard over there by, the Space Invaders, he's got a lot of cash. So they'd go mug him. And then they'd look at me and they'd go, you're clear. And I'm like, nice. And next week it's like, you're going to get mugged. And I said, no. Tim over there has got at least $6. So they go mug him.
And next thing you know, Haaman's like cut in on the deal.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much did you make?
He's making 15% off everything they got.
I'm still getting residuals. How do you think I afforded that fucking 66?
Jesus.
Oh, man. See, that's where I went wrong with my career. I forgot to get on the residuals from the gangsters I grew up with.
You got to cut a deal. If you're going to get mugged, at least be part of the mugging squad.
No, damn. I forgot to get mugged as a kid, apparently.
Well, you grew up in Newport.
Yeah, whoa, dude.
Your address is Newport.
Newport Beach.
Hey,
this guy grew up on the cliffs of Newport.
Hey, hold
wait.
Cliff.
Are we
shut
talking
up.
topsiders?
Hey,
Topsiders.
Hey, hold on.
Lacoste.
Hold on.
Here, I want to take off my shirt and tie it around my neck.
I'm straight out of Santa Ana. First off, okay. Yeah.
West Side.
Yeah.
Your address is Newport.
Now, but we came from Santa Ana, baby.
And that's a tough ass.
That's a tough ass hood when you're white.
Can you say that?
So we share a lot of the.
See, I know the struggle, bro.
I was born in Hayward.
I don't know what that means.
So
that's basically like pretty much
anything north of Bakersfield.
Yeah, we don't care about.
We don't know. Yeah. The only reason we like Bakersfield is they grow our artichokes there. So
artichokes.
So wait, I need to know more about this. So Santa Ana, that was much like Long Beach.
We grew up in kind of like the I'm not saying we, like I'm an only child. So I grew up when I was probably to about 7, I believe.
Oh damn.
Or no. I'll say 5 or 6. I'll say 5 or 6. We were in straight hood Santa Ana, people shooting guns off in the middle of the night. My dad stole cheese from the 7-Eleven all the time.
That's one of the best stories ever.
Did you roll your friends for the muggers? You say,
Yeah.
you know, Bob has...
Yeah, dude.
Wait. You're younger than me, so... Tanner has $20. Notice it went from 5 to 20, right? And they mugged Tanner, and you got... You know, the Michelob or the Colt.
His dad used to steal string cheese, though, every day.
No. He used to steal...
Nasty.
No, he used to steal a ball of mozzarella.
String cheese.
He used to buy... But it wasn't string cheese.
Yeah,
it was like the ball. But he used to buy like a big gulp, and he'd take the mozzarella, put it in the bottom of the cup, put ice in it, put a soda in there, and he'd pay for the soda, so he paid like $1.
Your dad is one smart motherfucker.
No, he's a piece of shit.
Damn.
He's a great guy. His dad's a great guy.
He's all right.
Mozzarella big gulp.
Yeah.
And then he'd walk out and pull the mozzarella out and eat that on his way home.
Yeah. With a tomato, it's a caprese,
he just ate it like an apple.
Italian.
Yeah. So, if that doesn't give you a little bit of an idea of like my childhood, I mean that's.
So wait, this guy's Hayward. Now, Oakland seems tough. Hayward seems like
we're right next door to each other.
It seems like that sweater wrapped around.
No, far from
the loafers with the penny.
So the high school
loafers with the white socks.
So the
loafers with the white socks.
So the high school that I would have went to if I stayed in Hayward, they legitimately used to curb people there. Like
curb?
Yeah,
like your rims.
Like American History X, put your mouth on the curb, stomp your head into the curb.
Stomp.
Yeah,
you gotta
like most high schools in Hayward are some of like the worst high school. Hayward actually had the worst mall in America. Southland Mall was by far the worst criminal mall in America.
So like they didn't have Spencer's or anything.
No, we did have a Spencer's. We had a Spencer's.
Okay, so it wasn't that bad.
It probably had a Gap too.
Liar.
No.
Liar.
Wait.
No, we had a Mervin's.
No plugs.
We had a Mervin's.
Hey.
We had a Mervin's.
Hey. Santa Ana didn't even have a mall. What's up, bro?
Santa Ana has a mall.
No.
It's called South Coast Plaza. Wait, no, that's
Costa Mesa. Hey, hold up.
I apologize. Failed. See, I failed.
So, well, there's a couple big people that came from Hayward, and The Rock is one of them. Dwayne Johnson's from Hayward.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Uh-huh.
Do you know, I just heard this, and I'm not going to plug Instagram, but hey, Instagram, he gets $1.1 million per post to shout out.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
1.1 million. So that's why you two fuckers have to charge 1.2 million.
Right.
Yeah, pay us.
I'm sure.
We accept Venmo.
Yeah. This is a better.
So we all have like a pretty
grandpa.
similar upcoming. We all came from pretty much nothing, and we had to make our way, and we had to figure this world
100%.
out. And so wait, but you have no aviation in your blood, right?
No, nobody in my family remotely flew an airplane.
So why did you get into aviation? What attracted you to aviation?
I think I wanted to fly a high-speed, high-performance aircraft, destroy a lot of real estate, and possibly take a few lives.
Well,
I just wanted to do... Well, actually, no. Let me re-answer that.
I like that answer.
I wanted to work as least as possible, go to cool fucking places, and make a decent wage.
I think that's pretty... Yeah.
So why not,
that kind of makes me want to get into aviation. Goddamn.
But
my high club, baby. We can bring you in.
Oh, my God. I'm scared.
Did you want to sign, or should I sign?
I'll sign.
The certificate. Okay,
I'll sign the certificate. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you could co-sign it, though.
Okay, down.
Yeah.
I dig that. No, I always flying. Nobody in my family was a pilot. Always loved the road. Just knew I wanted to do it. Those things. They're on paper. They're actually pictures. I know you younger generation only has the iPhone shit, but I have pictures, right? And they're on the thing, and they have a little date down there. Well, this one is.
Listen here, you dinosaur.
Pretty
watch
close
your mouth,
to 2015, but it's when I was in kindergarten.
2015.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna keep lying no matter what.
Jeez.
But it's a picture.
It's younger than you.
In probably kindergarten, first grade maybe, and it must have been career day, right?
Okay.
Because there's little doctors, lawyers, drug dealers, that kind of shit. But I am.
Hold on, what was that third one? We kind of passed over that.
Long Beach.
I think they like to go by entrepreneurs.
Yeah. But I'm in a cardboard box with wings. So I think I always wanted to fly since I was a little kid. Yeah.
That's pretty sick. So I grew up with more like barnstormer flyers and people like the old school, people would call us cowboys in today's day and age, the way I learned how to fly. Did you get your shirt cut?
Cowboy, yeah. I mean, when you solo, that was big. Yeah.
So you got your shirt cut.
Took a scissor, they cut the back of your shirt. But now thinking about it, that instructor was pretty creepy. And was I being molested? You know what, guys?
High possibility.
Did he give you like a nice little shoulder rub as he was
I have got a whole new set of issues to talk about with Dr. Rosenstein, because we can drop the zoo and my mom. We can go right to that shirt cutting.
Hold on.
She cut my shirt. Yeah, it's called clipping your tail feathers.
Yeah, clipping your tail feathers. Yeah, so you got that.
When I was 16.
And then when you soloed to an airport, did you have to get your logbook signed?
Yeah.
So people don't do that anymore.
They don't.
I remember when I did my solo cross country, they used to have to find someone at an airport. I soloed to untowered airports, which means there's like no one at the field, and I had to find someone at the airport to sign my logbook to prove that I landed at that airport.
But here's my question. I've seen his logbook. Okay. And I want to know who drew in the pink hearts.
That's a story for another podcast.
I've heard of traveling love, but this
that was a time in
No, but I've heard that too. Yeah, when I would fly to an airport, you'd have to find somebody, and I flew to a lot of towered meaning the air traffic controller, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you'd have to find somebody, hey, can you sign my logbook? And the waitress at the Blue Max Cafe is like, I'll sign it. And so she signs it, and I look, and it's like, call me for a good time. 555-1212. And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, this flying thing is for me, baby.
Yeah, that's when I knew I wanted to be a pilot. I'm like, let's get her.
Now, some of the airports that have closed down, because Southern California, we had like 80 airports down here at one point.
A lot have closed.
Now, were a lot of those still open when you were flying?
They were. I actually soloed at Rialto Airport, which is gone. Yeah. With Art Scholl Aviation, who was a aerobatic pilot.
Okay. I wanted to know where you soloed at, because that's what I'm really curious about.
Rialto.
We have a lot of legendary airports in Southern California was kind of the mecca of not only like motocross, but aviation is huge from Southern California.
Big history.
Yeah. I mean, Howard Hughes is from down here. We have Lockheed Martin. We have Northrop. We have North American.
Thought he was going to say Howard Stern.
He did come into the LA market back in the 90s.
I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about.
Took out Mark and Brian.
So you sold at Rialto.
At Rialto, Art Scholl Aviation. Of course, he died. He was an aerobatic pilot for the movies.
So he flew upside down, Devin.
Yeah, with this dog who violently died in the crash. But he ended up spinning in over Oceanside. But I flew at his flight school. Yeah.
Was he the one that spun the pits in the ocean? No.
Correct.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, with the dog.
Named
Aileron.
He had a inverted flat spin he couldn't get out of, and he went into the ocean.
I'd like to think he went down with a drink in hand.
So wasn't he the one that did the scenes for Top Gun?
Is it? Wait,
so he did the spin scenes for Top Gun. He died during the filming of Top Gun.
A dog died too?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Aileron.
Is it bad that I'm more sad that
it was a little Bichon Frise? You know what? All dogs go to heaven except Bichon Frises. They're assholes. So, goodbye, Aileron. Have a nice trip.
Do you have a dog right now?
Jesus.
No, my dog Yoda was an English bulldog, and he's sadly gone.
English bulldogs are cool. I love English bulldogs.
He went 12 years, which is
no way.
Yeah,
that's really long for an English.
And you know what? For all the liquor I fed that fucker, living 12 years, he was awesome.
That guy lived a good life.
I had to have a drinking friend. Come on, man.
So one of the funnier things I love about Haaman, he's an OG gangster from Long Beach in Southern California. He's on a trip in one of the most exclusive places you could be at in the world. I mean, this is the wealthiest of the wealthiest. This is who goes there. He's in the Maldives.
Yeah.
What
Deeps? You see?
See, he switched it.
He switched.
Hey, he got nervous the first time.
You fake bastard.
Yeah.
So were you at?
You've never even been.
All right, I'm out of here. How do I unclip here? Is that my Uber?
Yeah, he's out, dude.
Can you go get me a taco?
Good job, Matt.
Taco. Yeah. Okay.
So. Were you at the resort closer to Mali, or did you have to take a seaplane, or were you on a fast boat?
No, we took a seaplane.
Okay,
we were pretty far out there.
So you're deep.
Yeah,
okay.
we're deep.
You don't have to talk about what resort it was, because that's fine. But
no, because they're not paying you.
Yeah. So
no free shout-outs.
No free shout-outs.
But what did you do at this resort?
Well, what didn't we do? Okay.
All right, so let's talk before we talk about your friends, because he knows some of the coolest people in the world. But before we talk about that incident, how did you convince being the OG gangster from Southern California, how did you convince one of the most exclusive places in the world to do what you did?
Okay. Well, I think the only way we got away with this was to be real. I mean, I keep saying it. Haaman is a lifestyle. It's not an attitude. It's an actual lifestyle. It's not a nickname. Okay, so I'm sitting here in the Maldives, and the Maldives is, very Muslim, very strict. The liquor has to be permitted in and so forth.
Yeah.
So we're at this very exclusive resort with many, many people from all over the world. And
humble brag.
Yeah, right. So they give you a butler, and the butler says, "What can I do for you that will make your stay special here?"
Did you have bikes at the resort?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Did you want me to talk about that?
We'll talk about that. No, after. All right. I'm just curious.
Epic.
Yeah. Because some of these resorts, they give you a bike, so you
well, we'll let you finish this story, but you need to go to the bike story.
Yeah. Because remind me to tell you about
the bike story. We'll go to that next. Because when you're at these resorts, you don't realize when you go to these islands, the resort owns the island you're on. You don't. Whatever restaurant you're eating at, whatever you're doing, is part of the resort. So if you have to buy clothes, if you have to buy anything. Like when I got stuck in the Maldives last time, this is when the airlines lost my bag prior to getting on a work flight going there.
I love that you use the term "stuck in the Maldives" as if it's like a bad place to be like fucked and like can't get out of.
I had to
Hayward.
Yeah.
Hayward.
I had to go to the Maldives. Sorry. I had to go to the Maldives with a pair of boxers, a pair of joggers, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a pair of socks, and my flying suit. That's where I went to the Maldives.
Whoa. You left out the pocket vagina, the double Dr. Destroyer strap-on. What the fuck?
So when I went there,
Matt, you
I left. You
sent me pictures.
Oh God,
I did. I left on the airlines to go there. I had to go to Brazil to get on the airplane, and we were going from Sao Paulo to Madagascar to the Maldives on a flight. Well, the airlines lost my bag. Well, they didn't lose it. They forgot to put it on the airplane in San Francisco. So I showed up with the bare minimums.
They stole the shit.
Yeah.
I showed up with the bare minimums to the Maldives. And this is where I'm going to. When you go to the island, you can't just shop for stuff. So I walk into the hotel little gift shop, and I'm like, hey, do you guys have board shorts? They're like, yeah, right over here. Walk in. I'm like, wow. Like, do you have any other board shorts? I look at the price. They're like $200. And they're like, my balls are going to hang out of these things. And I'm like, no.
What's the problem?
So I find another pair, and I'm like, these are $50. I'll take these. She's like, no, you don't want these. I'm like, no, I absolutely want these. I'm the only guy with an over-the-water hut drying my clothes, hanging on my little tiki hut because that's the only clothes I had, washing them in the sink. Go on with your story about the Maldives, because this is what you're dealing with, like just super exclusive stuff.
He is completely correct. When you get to your resort, people think the Maldives is a spot, but it's 240 spots.
That's spread over, what, 300 miles?
Yeah, island.
Huge.
And when you get to an island, you are at that island. So if you don't like their restaurant, you don't like their gift shop, you're done. And liquor has to be flown in.
Yep.
It's licensed, and you get it. So
gnarly.
It's a $1,200 flight back to Mali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the butler, and he's a great guy. Love the guy. We still keep in touch today. He says, what can I do for you that's special? And I realize that the resort is completely sold out. And I see this beautiful beach, which I know that everybody from the resort can see. And I said, well, I tell you what, man, I want you to set up a giant screen. I want you to get me the unedited version of Straight Outta Compton. And I want us to set up absolute truth on my life. I want you to set up a screening of the unedited version. The edited version, it's like, yo, what's up, dog? And then the unedited version is, what's up? And I'm not going to say it because, it's not politically correct, but you know what I mean.
We know what you're saying.
Yeah, so they say, okay. And I said, I want the big screen. And they go, well, it's not that big. It's only like 30 feet by 50 feet. And I'm like, fuck yes.
It's not that big.
Do you have speakers? Oh, yeah, we have a whole sound system. I said, well, let's bring that out there, too, because I can just picture the movie playing. And I mean, come on. We've all seen Straight Outta Compton, right? Yeah. So Ice Cube singing, and it's blasting through the entire resort. So I said, okay, so I want to do that. I want to sponsor a little party, and I want to invite all the people of the resort.
Yes.
And they're like, down. So what do you want to serve? And I said, well, liquor. And they said, well, no, like food. And I'm like,
no, we don't do that. Just liquor.
Yeah. And I said, well, brother, we're going to watch Straight Outta Compton. Full disclosure. You know me. Yeah. I'm not racist.
No, you're not.
You know me.
You're from Long Beach. You're from
Long Beach.
OG days of Long Beach.
I've got the pass. Right?
I swear to God, if you say Hennessy right now.
No, fuck that.
Oh, okay.
Kim Kardashian. So what I say is, I want to serve to the unedited version of Straight Outta Compton, fried chicken and waffles.
Oh, my.
And the guy says, done. And I kid you not, 2 days later, we're on the beach. They've made it out to, there's people from India, Europe.
Did people show up?
fucking, it was a full house.
Yes.
But people didn't realize it's the unedited. They're dropping N-bombs, fuck bombs, this bombs, pussy, dick, cock, suck, fuck him. And it's blasting to the resort. So...
And you have like some of the most sensitive cultures in the world staying there.
Sensitive cultures. Yet everybody, I look over there and there's just some fucking guy. He looks like he's from Sri Lanka, right? He's in his full like fucking dress, and he's got this chicken like, and he's like, yeah.
He's like, this is a pretty good movie. I love it.
We've got the syrup wasn't. You know, the good
wasn't
syrup.
a good maple syrup from Canada where Devin's from.
I like the ant syrup. I won't say her
Aunt
name
Jemima?
because Aunt Jemima. But anyway, it
That's
wasn't
not what it's called anymore.
It was like
it's called Samuel Jackson, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm tired of these motherfucking maple syrup on this motherfucking plate. So anyway, we have this great thing. But I notice in the crowd a very prominent figure shows up with his wife to this movie. And I knew at that moment I had to fuck with this guy. And we'll get into that in a minute. So anyway, my best moment on the Maldives.
This isn't your boss.
No. Straight out of Compton.
Okay, just making sure.
Fried chicken and waffles on a beach blasting expletives in a Muslim society, which, I mean, they'll put you in jail for the F-bomb.
You go to Saudi and do that. You're going to debtor's prison.
You are. But fucking the guy who played Ice Cube, who was Ice Cube's actual son.
Yeah, O'Shea Jackson.
Oh, he's dropping N-bombs and F-bombs, and it's echoing through this entire island. But people didn't react negatively. What they did is
Please tell me there's like a thunderstorm going on in the distance.
No, it was dead quiet.
So sick.
But what was funny is like people are on their deck and they're having their little club soda and they're like, what the fuck's going on down on the beach? We're going. And next thing you know, the
police comes on and Haaman's just sitting there.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
Yeah, this guy from Sri Lanka, over there is like cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah, exactly right. But what's funny is when the movie ended, of course,
guy.
people were like, holy shit, you are one bad motherfucker. And I'm like, let's do a shot of Hennessy.
I don't know, maybe.
That's it.
Terrible.
Wait. So
that was probably one of my greatest memories.
Are we able to say who this figure was?
Yeah. For all the motorsports fans of the world, we know that we have several motorsports that are important. There's, IndyCar, there's NASCAR, there's NHRA, there's Supercross and everything. Yeah, exactly.
Dirt bikes, what up?
Dirt bikes. But the premier motorsport in the world by far is Formula One.
And you know just as well as I do, when you're in Europe and the Formula One driver walks into the bar, the place shuts down.
Cricket.
It's unreal. Like, it's one of the most...
Dude, those dudes are like... They're superstars.
Dude, we were in England, and I forgot who it was driving for Ferrari. We were in England. We went to a bar one night, and it was during Formula One, after a race. It was after the Goodwood Festival of Speed, and one of the big Ferrari drivers was there. And we go into a bar after. The dude, crickets, and then the place just went crazy. Like,
they're heroes.
Yeah,
big heroes.
Yeah.
Another thing that's heroes, like if you go to India and like some of the Middle East and you're a pilot over there, you're a straight rock star. My buddy's a 7.3 pilot, like a BBJ pilot in India. Dude, they encourage you to go out in your uniform, like wearing epaulets.
Oh yeah.
They think it's like 1955 Pan Am days in America if you're in India.
Wait, whoa. We're getting off topic here.
But yeah, go back. Formula One.
Who is this superstar that you're speaking of?
So this guy and his Olympic swimming wife,
who you're friends with.
Well, now, yeah. But then I didn't. I see them, and of course they're going, who the fuck is the crazy motherfucker that put Straight Outta Compton on the big screen and has devastated the entire resort? Well,
and he's serving chicken and waffles. What's good? I think we need to check this out.
Perfect setup. You have a bicycle to get around the place. So this guy shows up on his bike with his wife.
And they put your license plate on the bike.
And they put your name on
the license plate. I love it.
His name says Valtteri, and her name's Amelia, and it's Valtteri Bottas. And he's like currently like the number 2 guy in the world for F1.
Hey, is that good?
No, this is good. So the guy I'm flying with is in love with F1. I don't know shit about it, but he's like, holy shit, that's Valtteri Bottas. I'm like, who the fuck's that? He said, well, he's a F1 driver. I'm like, I'm going to steal his bike.
Because that's what you do when you see like very prominent figures in the world.
You steal their bike.
Yeah,
you fuck with them.
Hey, when you're coming straight out of Compton.
Especially when you don't know these people and you're an American in another country, you steal their shit.
I love it.
I steal his bike. I take his bike. I leave a little note on her bike saying, if you want your fucking bike back, come to the underwater bar.
He left a ransom note.
I did, yeah. It said, come to the underwater bar. I showed you the picture.
I know exactly where you're at.
Come to the underwater bar, and you can get your bike back. So I ride his bike to the underwater bar, and I hang it upside down in the front of the bar. And I go into the bar, and sure as shit, about an hour later, he shows up. And he comes walking up to me and he's like, and he speaks with an accent. He's from Finland.
Finland,
yeah, he's like, are you the fucker that took my bike? And I'm like, why, yes, I am. And he's like, you're the shit. And we start to party, and you saw the pictures. By the end of the night, we're fucked up. We're painting each other's faces.
With neon.
There's
a picture on his Instagram with him and Valtteri.
Yeah. Yeah. And Amelia, his wife.
Yeah. And neon.
Yeah, I just painted his face. So anyway, we ended up partying all night.
So he steals his bike and paints his face.
But that's not all. So he gets his bike back, but what do? I go later that night and steal it back, right? But this time I hang it upside down under his little hut.
Oh, like the see-through door?
Right. And so it's hanging upside down. And of course, he has no idea where it is, right? Oh, they have hooks under there and everything.
Yeah, but you had to get in the water.
Yeah, no, it was no problem because they have the stairs going up to like the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
So I hang it up. Of course, in the morning, he shows up to breakfast. He says, where's my fucking bike? And I'm like, have you gone to the bathroom? And he's like, you fucker, you're crazy. I told my wife when I see you fuckers, you fuckers are crazy. So
now,
anyway,
was his hut like one of the farther ones?
It was the big one. Yeah, the big
so
one.
He had like a walk to breakfast.
Well, he's rich. He's a fucking Formula One driver.
So he had to walk like a mile to
they
breakfast.
Make a decent amount of money.
That's a long pier.
Yeah.
They make just like a little bit of money, right?
I know exactly what resort you're at, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my
So
gosh.
the rest of the trip, it became a battle because he's not a pussy. And he retaliated. Okay, so my bike ended up without tires. It ended up without wheels. He fucked with our thing. We ended up at a restaurant together. He paid the people to fucking get me drunk, and it was a good time.
Never fuck with a Formula One guy that has a pit crew with him on the road.
Yeah.
Haaman's probably riding this bike as a pit crew comes up, jacks his bike up, and takes his wheels off as
he took the tire off my rims.
He wanted to take the tires off of his, but his whole crew just came in and threw new ones on. No worries.
Wait, can you do that? Because that turned me on.
Oh. Yeah, you're welcome.
At least we know he wasn't a pussy, unlike you.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
That was almost an attack.
No.
I feel personally attacked.
So, I'm with Devin, and we're in Florida. We're visiting his grandmother. Devin's uncle comes to town. We're all hanging out in Florida, having a good time. His uncle gets like a couple drinks in him. He's a little tipsy, minorly buzzed. He might be like a 0.1 or a 1.0, somewhere in that.
He was on one.
He kind of like squares off to me, like as he's getting in the house. He like kind of like does a little stumble and like looks at me like, "What's up, dude?" And he like does that. He goes. So we're leaving the house. His grandma's sitting in the living room. Devin's mom's right there. His mom or grandma doesn't hear this. His uncle walks over to him, hugs him, and goes, "You're still a pussy, buddy." He goes, "Good to see you, Devin. You're still a pussy."
Hey, I haven't seen this guy in years. And he just comes up to me and he goes, "So fucking pussy." And I'm like, "Oh, what?"
He sounds angry.
You're mad. I get it.
He was mad.
Did you counsel him?
No, I was just in complete shock. I was like, "Oh, what?"
I'm a puss.
And I was like,
I am what I eat, motherfucker.
I was like, dude, I don't even know how to reply to that.
Devin's like, my mom already is a pussy, but I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I ain't no bitch.
He Carol Baskined her.
Did you want Dr. Rosenstein's number? Because
I think
it's a whole new set of issues.
Yeah, I'm going to need to talk about that.
Yeah, that's like a psychiatry
So,
issue.
now, real quick, you were at the resort I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there, yeah.
So, isn't this weird that his and I's life path
crisscrossed?
What if you were actually at the showing? So I have a question. Would you have had dark meat or white meat?
Yeah, Matt.
Oh, that was...
Dark
Those
meat.
Indians know how to make fucking fried chicken, man.
Dude, Indians know how to
Fuck
cook
the
it.
Colonel. The Colonel's fucked up.
The Colonel sucks.
Oh, yeah. Habu was awesome.
You've been to India.
Oh, yeah. I don't ever want to go back.
You don't like India?
I was
Did you
there
go-
when
what-
it was Bombay. Before it was
it was in
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
And there were like dead bodies in the street.
Well, yeah, like you go to Vernon.
And I mean,
I
if they're
probably wouldn't
cute,
wanna go
maybe,
back.
but, you know, I don't think
Did you go
so.
to like Taj Mahal or like did you?
Yeah, no, we saw all
Bernacchi
this.
and go to the Ganges and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it's beautiful, but when I was there, it was kind of
But I love Indian food.
like a
It's weird though.
Stinky Twinkie.
No, it still is. Like Indy,
like a 23-mile ride, or maybe Jennifer Aniston in an outhouse in the outback or something.
But the fact that you could ride on the top of train cars in India and buy a ticket for the top, that was cool.
That's pretty cool.
That was fun. Yeah. And the food's bomb. Like
wait. You buy a ticket to sit on top of the train?
It's about a penny. Yeah. If it's a penny, yeah. I mean, it's one of the cool. It's one. Dude, of the,
no charge for head injuries.
I feel like such a loser. You guys are talking about going to all these cool places. I'm like, yeah, dude, Catalina's sick.
You should probably start making some money with this podcast so we can just start going to these places.
Can people watch this?
Can't even go there because
we do a mindless plug. So if any of you are looking to sponsor, contact me, Haaman, at Haaman on IG.
We'll
get you to these two boys. We accept Venmo.
Yeah. He loves the Venmo.
Well, Venmo, Cash App. Yeah.
You know what?
There you go.
We could hire Haaman as our manager.
Yeah.
He'd be a pretty straight shooter when talking to sponsors.
I think so.
100%.
I think so.
He wouldn't lead us astray.
I'd have you paying them.
Wait.
They keep pouring this shit.
Hey, we hired Haaman and we're losing money. What happened here?
Wait, why are we paying more?
I don't understand.
Aren't they supposed to pay us?
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know if you know how to do your job correctly, actually.
Don't worry, I got you covered. I have experience.
That's just part of the legend.
Remember, I got mugged, so I know how to mug.
Wait, was that part of the mugging?
Oh, there were things part of the mugging that I can't talk about.
Wait.
Hold on. I'm very troubled.
Hold on.
I think that actually is a very nice segue, because maybe you should have called the cops. But you actually might be the cops.
But you're defunded right now.
Because you have your own cop car.
Oh, fuck. The cop car. Shout out to Ruben, making it perfect. Yes, I have a 2010 Police Interceptor Crown Vic, full-blown cop car with the
laptop.
So if you fuck with me, I will find your house and I will come to you. And if you are hot, I will fuck you.
Wow. That escalated a little quickly, didn't it?
It's police brutality. Sorry.
Jesus.
You know what? Yeah, you do have to stick up for police brutality. You might as well fuck them.
Well, okay. I never abuse my police powers.
Yeah.
I'm very equal opportunity on the people I fuck. But with the cop car, I've realized having a cop car in the civilian world is like having a ticket to the traffic light. First of all, you can flick the little button, the strobe, or the infrared flash, it changes the light green.
Dude, no
If you have traffic, you give it the little whoop, whoop, and you can, turn in front of people. So my cop car is epic. And in fact, it's my goal to actually get that cop car to the front of the studio so we can prove to everybody that it exists.
I think that we actually need to make that happen.
We should, yeah.
Do you want me to arrest you both? I think
we should do this. I 100% think we should do this.
I want to be arrested by the Haaman.
But what if I want to get arrested with you?
Oh, God.
This is Haaman just going down the street right here.
He pulled up.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So the Haaman
Can we play this song as we're driving?
Is actually Las Vegas registered. Yeah. It's Las Vegas. LV. I live in the LV too. LV. But my license plate says LV K9. That's my license plate. So they think I'm a canine cop from Las Vegas. So here I am in fucking Huntington Beach, California, rolling code in a fucking Las Vegas canine cop car.
With a chihuahua in the back.
Yeah. He's got...
Opens up the door, Yokito Taco Bell?
Yeah. To all my police friends.
They're just like,
I did not do this. This is all bullshit. But I so did. Okay, can I share something with you?
Yeah.
This is Haaman 101.
Haaman 101. I love to learn about
And your listeners might like this. Okay.
Let's go.
Remember this. It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Exactly.
That's a rule.
If you want to roll a red light in the cop car, go code, run the red light. If you get pulled over, you go, what? I was doing a service. I was helping people get through. I was public service. I'm here to help. With all the negative press on the cops, I'm actually doing the good work.
That was like us when we got pulled over there a week ago. We were supporting cops by getting a ticket.
Exactly.
And was that up to Big Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
They don't like us up there.
I saw that episode.
Yeah.
had I been there, I would have rolled up in the cop car. I would have rolled straight out of Compton soundtrack on the PA.
Hey, he would have just been like, "Hey, code 4, roll through." These guys are clear. These guys are clear.
They're both 927Ds.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
That's a dead body, by the way. Send them through. They're fine.
The cop that pulled us over is like,
What?
What?
They have their own police escort?
You're from Las Vegas. Get out of here.
I'm like, I'm from Vegas. Give me a break. Hut.
These guys have California plates on their car.
Dude, so...
Wait, how epic would that be if you have your own private police department that follows you everywhere you go? So every time you get pulled over... I'm kind of into this.
We might have to make a call to Haaman if we get pulled over next time and be like,
well, first of all, you guys are going to be rock stars. You're going to need police presence.
Okay.
Now, obviously, with the budget you have here, you can't afford police presence. I'm here to help.
The way my bank account's kind of set up right now.
Flying ain't so busy right now, so I have time to provide police help.
Tell me about it.
Right now,
I got you, fam.
Our savings.
I got you, not Hayward. Santa Ana.
Yeah, what up?
Damn it. What?
Let's go.
NorCal knows what's up.
NorCal, BorCal.
So
wow.
you're cruising around town in a cop car, throwing lights on, going through lights. People are probably just pulling over for you.
They pull over. Okay, shout out one to Elbe, who is Mrs. Amen, Miss Amen. Shout out. Because that girl is crazy. She's like, roll up on this motherfucking Prius and hit him with the lights.
Prius.
All Prius owners must die.
Suck.
So I roll up on this.
Me and Matt have talked about Prius drivers.
There's something
we've talked about.
Because there's other hybrids out there. There's so many other hybrids, but why is the Prius the biggest jerk on the road?
Because they have those fucking alien fucking weird back tail lights that flash fucking code at you. I don't know.
Yep.
They're the worst. Well, absolute worst.
I was telling Matt, I gave props to one Prius driver.
Was she hot?
No, this was a guy. Hold on. You got to hear the story. This guy's Prius broke down, which was even funnier. His Prius broke down in the middle of the street, and so he's sitting in the middle of the street. Cars are starting to go around him and honk at him. And this dude is just sitting in his driver's seat, flipping both windows off. He's not even doing anything. He's just sitting there like this, flipping both windows off. And I rolled by him and I saw that, and I was like, you know what, sir? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You are a cool Prius driver.
But he was the exception.
He was the one exception. Every other Prius driver, you suck.
So you hear that, Elbe? If we come up on that Prius driver and he's doing this, he gets a pass.
You got to give him the pass.
In fact, I have the towing package.
Oh, there you go.
On the cop car, so I can hook up the strap and tow him to safety.
We have a towing package on a cop car.
I've got the ramp. I can.
Do you launch your boat with this?
You know what? I can pit maneuver anybody, and I will.
Dude, that is absolutely legendary.
I think we should make it a goal, because you guys have been so nice of inviting me here, that the three of us go. We grab a few cocktails, we get in the car, because we're cops. We can't be touched. And we go for a little drive around Santa Ana and LGB. Hayward can suck dick.
Yes, wow. Suck it, Hayward.
No disrespect. NorCal, BorCal. Wow. Love you, but...
Whoa. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. That's actually the old one.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way old.
That's number 10, yeah.
That's 10?
You ever see the plane I flew? Right here.
Oh, that's
the same paint job still, right?
What's he doing there? Oh, fuck him. We're
Is that you?
off the camera. Yeah. Look at that.
That's you, huh? That's what you're flying?
I won't zoom in anymore. Yeah, I used to flip off all the photographers.
But seriously, what a goal.
I'm going to have to say that we are going to need a ride in this police car,
100%.
It's here in Cali, right?
And if you want, we can sit in the back and drink, because it's got the cage. And we can have, like,
but we have
girl, to be... Wait, you don't have a girl. We can have your girl.
Shots fired!
We can have your girl or my girl. In fact, why don't we put the two girls up front, bound chicka bound, and then drive us three in the back, and we'll get cuffed, and we'll drink with our cuffs and cruise Long Beach and Santa Ana.
There's so much happening on this.
What a great life!
That was
the cartoon airplane.
That's the one I remember. You want to know a funny story about that airplane?
Yeah.
So the company you guys sold to is in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our G4 that we fly, that I used to fly, so he has a 550 and a 4. Our 4 was owned by that company.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. When we were in Italy one time.
Douchebags. Yeah.
When we were in Italy one time, they have a 650 now. Yeah. We were in Italy.
Still douchebags.
We were on the ramp, and the guy walks over to us. He goes, "Hey, is that 1234?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "This is our old airplane." He tells us who he is. I was like, Oh, you got all right. I get who you guys are. Yeah, so I know the pilot that bought the company that you used to fly for.
Wait. So I have to ask this question. I know you're saying you got the confidentiality thing going on.
Alicia Keys. Yeah.
But can you say?
I think we could say that company. Right?
You could probably say you used to work for, because it's a former.
Yeah, used to. Yeah.
He probably wouldn't get mad if you talked about it.
I don't know, but right now I'm rocking the Black Flies.
Yeah.
But that's not the company.
Yeah.
But yeah, the company you sold to would have been a Milan company with an LUX.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I worked for Oakley. But we sold it. And you know what? Now I wear black fly. Oakleys are the best, but I don't work for them anymore. It's much like an ex-wife. You don't bang her, you ain't taking her to dinner, so I'm taking these guys out to dinner.
Jesus.
So who he said he worked for, when I was 18 years old and their airplane rolled onto the ramp, but they had presents. There was no other airplane that looked like them.
You had presents.
There's nothing that looked, I mean, you guys can Google it. You guys can Google their airplane. It's on the internet, and that's what it looked like. And you just see that coming onto the ramp, and you're like, who are these dudes? Like, who are these guys?
Okay, but so now I have to ask, can you say who the coolest person you've ever flown is?
Oh, you've had the same boss for 30 years.
No, but we've flown some cool fucking
Oh yeah, you have with.
But I'm gonna go deep.
So who is Haaman's coolest person he's flown?
Well,
Matt,
first of all,
Matt, you can actually also answer this
not
question.
with the company,
okay.
But there was a crooner, a singer from the 50s, which I wasn't born yet, but his name was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, is he famous?
And I think so, right? Yeah. But anyway, we flew him.
Never heard of her.
But probably the coolest person I flew when I was with the modern day. And everybody's going to laugh, but this guy was fucking cool. Well, there's two guys that were fucking cool. One was Michael Jordan, who was an incredible.
You flew Jordan?
I'll show you pictures.
What airplane?
He's about this in the Global.
Really?
Jordan was cool, but absolutely the most fun guy ever flew was Dennis fucking Rodman.
Okay.
That fucking guy was crazy. Okay. In fact, we made the
I've heard
cover.
Cool stories about him.
Dude, Dennis Rodman is a nut.
Check this out. We made the front page of the sports section of the USA Today because we picked up Rodman in Utah and flew him to Vegas.
This is for the Madonna thing?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yes.
No way.
That was us.
Shut the
Made
fuck up.
national news that he wasn't taking the finals seriously. And it was.
Wow.
Yeah, cool dude.
I heard he was cool. I've never met him.
Do you know that story, by the way?
I don't know that story.
Dude, he flew to Vegas during the NBA Finals to literally go bang Madonna.
That's pretty epic.
You flew him for that?
Why didn't I watch?
So I have a.
You flew him for that? That's nuts.
I have a funny story because this one won't get me in trouble because I didn't fly either of them. So this one won't get me in trouble. But I had flown these people in the past. So I'm in Paris. When you're in Paris, you kind of do all the fun burlesque shows, and it's fun. You go to Lido, and you go to Moulin Rouge, and you go to Crazy Horse. So my buddy and I, we're flying for a private owner. We're not on a charter trip. We're working for a private owner. So we go to Lido, and we go to Moulin Rouge, and we go to Crazy Horse. We're doing all the burlesque shows, just kind of doing the Paris thing. So we walk into we walk into Crazy Horse. We're sitting in the back. It's super narrow, there's super narrow aisles. So the show's 20 minutes in, and the ushers start coming down. Well, we're the only booth that has 2 open seats in it, and then there's 2 tables behind us. So they start ushering people in. All of a sudden, I look up and we look over at the table, and A-Rod and J-Lo sit next to us. We're like,
whoa, Jenny from the block.
We're like, whoa. And so J-Lo's bodyguard knew my pilot from charter days, and he comes up behind us. And he grabs my buddy, and he looks at us, and he goes, "Are you guys here for us?" We're like, "No. We're just here. We're just in Paris right now. We're not with you guys." So they sit at the table with us. Ironically, have you seen Glorious Bastards?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have on the white tuxedo with the black lapel.
Wait, you dress up? Did you know this?
Yeah,
I have a picture.
He's told me about this too, and I'm like, what?
You've been in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe it either. I'm not buying it either. I'm not buying it.
This is bullshit.
I have a picture.
No.
Anyways, so
well, who the fuck is she? Damn, those are big tits. Wait, is that a cock? Okay, I can't. Okay.
So
yes,
A-Rod is wearing the exact same tux as I am. We're wearing the legit exact same thing.
I'm thinking sword fight here.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading to.
It's awkward when I look better than A-Rod just sitting inside.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, you are a striking individual.
I know.
Yeah,
I find myself attracted.
And then he
double chin.
And then he pulls out his wallet, and then it was like, Matt, you have $2. You have $2 in your wallet. A-Rod's got $37 billion.
But they were super cool that night. They were really rad. So when the show ended, they didn't want people to notice that they were in the club. So they kind of kept us sitting while everyone else left, and then like we left like 10 minutes after everyone else left. So we're just sitting there BSing with them at Crazy Horse. But they're super rad people.
Did you ask her if she was still Jenny from the block?
I tried, but it just... You know how I get around girls. I just start fumbling over my words.
Hey.
Didn't she play Salinas?
I'm not...
Oh, she did play Salinas.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you.
You know what? I got to go with Santa Ana.
Man,
I'm disappointed.
This is a tough crowd.
You know what?
Why is there so much SoCal
My
love?
therapist is fucked tomorrow because of you guys.
He is going to get a mouthful.
So wait, you sat with Salinas. Oh, damn. Look at that. Wow. Wait, can I zoom? Yep, that's A-Rod.
Yeah. It's not you liar.
He's wearing a tux.
That was A-Rod, you liar.
Okay, wait. You can't do the show wearing... Okay, so the exit's there. Hey, it's you and me now, bud.
Wow.
Welcome to the Devin and Haaman show.
No, wait, come back. I miss you.
No, we don't want you anymore. We're going to call our boy A-Rod. You're out.
I mean, I wore my best black shirt.
Damn, dude.
I mean, yeah, you get to fly some pretty fun people, though, like in your time. Did you fly charter?
You have too, yeah.
Did you fly charter before?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I flew Buck Rogers.
No way.
Yeah.
You flew Buck Rogers?
Buck Rogers.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool one.
You've flown some pretty...
Do you even know who Buck Rogers is?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
So, I think...
Wheaties box, cartoon, yeah.
Never heard of her.
She was a good piece of ass.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I flew
Buck
charter
Rogers?
in the mid-'80s.
Wait, explain to me who Buck Rogers is.
Well, he was the space guy, Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to space?
He rolled around in his rocket and fucked with shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to bring up.
Yeah,
Buck
I'll bring
Rogers.
up.
But I flew Buck Rogers.
I think one of the most... I think the coolest thing... He signed my logbook, which I think is cool. It's going to mean nothing to him. But I got to fly with Bob Hoover.
Still got nothing. Who's Bob?
Nothing.
Bob
I
Hoover.
know who Bob Hoover is.
Who is that?
He is a crazy motherfucker with the straw hat, but he's dead now, right?
Yeah, he
passed,
died. Yeah, his funeral was a good.
This guy would do loop-de-loops in a plane that was never meant to do loop-de-loops.
Okay. So
he was the one that invented pouring coffee while doing a roll.
Yeah. He was also the guy that came up to me because I think he was from the South, right?
He was.
Like Alabama or something.
Yep.
He said, "Hey, Haaman, this is my wife and sister," and there was one girl standing there. That was Bob Hoover. I said, Bob.
You had to know that was coming.
You
had to know that was coming with the Alabama shit, didn't you?
Bob, what? Can I get your phone number? He said, "Yeah, it's 2. It's my phone number."
Buck Rogers?
No, but there's Buck Rogers. There he is.
Rogers,
yeah, I flew that guy.
That's like Star Trek.
It's like flying, Captain Kirk. Yeah.
I wouldn't know who that is. So.
Well, I mean, in your generation, it would be like flying C-3PO.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't even think that's his generation.
Or Darth Vader. Use the Force, boys.
Yeah, it's still not even my generation, but it's whatever.
We got to get him in an airplane though. He's afraid of flying.
I'm not afraid of flying.
Have you been up with him?
No,
I haven't
never
taken him up
me
yet.
Flying.
Because he's from Hayward.
No,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
NorCal,
BorCal.
Yeah.
He's all talk, no action.
Right, we're South OG. We'll go up and.
I'm gonna call Haaman. He'll fucking hook me up.
Wow.
Bring your girl. We'll get you the certificate.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Mile High Club, baby.
Cherokee.
Wow, he seems like a striking individual with a big dick. We may need a bigger airplane. I'm sure your wife doesn't want to be like, or your girlfriend wants to be pretzel getting Mile High Club. So let's get him some
room
space.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Cherokee's probably a little bit of a tight fit.
Or the Prius. Yeah.
The Prius. He likes a Prius though. He likes a good Prius.
No, I like the one Prius. Just that guy.
You drive a Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prius.
Not a Prius.
Wait, you drive?
No, he's fucking lying. You saw what I was driving earlier. What do you mean?
The van? This guy drove a fucking rapey van. You are rapey.
It said not a rape van on the back of it.
It did.
It also said free Wi-Fi on the other side.
It also said free candy inside.
Ambassador Club. I love it. Free candy.
It also had a Wayfair symbol on it. Oh.
Welcome to my private island.
And we're going to have to maybe cut that part out.
Yeah, sorry. Wait, if you're going to cut this out, can I just go like psycho and just say every inappropriate thing now?
No.
Listen here, you.
Whoa.
Kidding.
Oh my God.
Well, I think that's fascinating. You have flown famous people. I've flown famous people.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd.
You've rode with
famous people.
Yeah.
He's ridden bikes with famous people.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool when you actually get to meet like these famous people,
and you realize they're normal.
Well, like in like a one-on-one like type deal where you're like you see these people on TV or in like magazines or whatever, like these super famous people, and you're like, holy shit, that guy's like a superstar. And then you meet him, and like you're saying, it's like you're like, dude, this guy's just a normal person like everybody else.
Puts his pants on just like you.
Yeah, he's the same person.
2 legs at a time.
And like some of them are even like, you're like, you see him on TV and you hear about. Oh my God.
I use dude wipes or fresh exits.
Oh my God. No, but like
dude wipes.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean though? They're super cool people. Like you might even see them on TV and you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's a dick, you know? And then you meet him in real life and you're like, this is not a bad dude.
And they appreciate when you treat them normally, right?
When you don't treat them like everybody else treats them, as they're like, oh my God, you're so-and-so, like, blah, and you freak out.
That was always like my biggest.
Hey, what's up, man?
That was always like my biggest pet peeve. Like when someone knew like I was on tour with like a famous musician or something like that, and it was like
Justin Bieber.
We can't talk about that.
Just kidding, cut it out.
But if someone would know we were on tour with some famous musician, and they'd be like, people would be texting me like, dude, get his autograph, get a picture with him. I'm like, nope, that's not what I'm here for.
Nope. No,
I'm not here for that.
Just a blowjob.
Yeah.
If it's J-Lo and Aslick, that is one big booty hub.
This is true.
No, you're right, though. They do not, they respect when you treat them. I will never forget, I'm with Michael Jordan. We're on an airplane and we're cruising around. And Michael smokes cigars.
Big cigar.
So he says, hey, Greg, where's the ashtray? And I said, I'm sorry, there's no smoking on this plane. Which he knew was bullshit. Because
he's like,
my
do you know who
guy
the fuck I
smokes
am?
cigars. Yeah, and he said, where's the ashtray? I said, I'm sorry, I can't let you smoke on the plane. And it got silent, and I looked at him, he looked at me, and then I smiled, and he said, you stupid bitch. And of course I pulled out the ashtray, here you go, but he's like, you fucked with it. Like, and you could tell he appreciated it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, can I have your autograph? I would never ask for an autograph.
Well,
to anybody.
That's
And then they offer.
Yeah.
And then do you want a picture? I'm like, not really.
Because that's when you instantly go to fan.
Exactly.
You go from like personal relationship to fan instantly.
But tell me it's not true. When you don't ask, they go, hey, can we take a picture together? Yeah. And you're like, I'm not signing an autograph.
You're like, whoa, MJ, dude, I don't sign autographs when I'm on the plane, all right, dude? Like, mellow out.
Yeah, I charge.
I usually charge for autographs.
100%.
Well, it's been funny because like...
You're like, MJ, you're starting to sound a little like...
You may want to work on that release, right?
You're sounding desperate at this point, MJ.
You're sounding a little stupid right now. But, I mean, like, there's certain points... In charter, like, you fly certain people so many times that they kind of get to know who you are. And you have, like, a somewhat of a relationship with these people, a friendship and stuff like that. And it's been funny. There's been a couple times, like, where I've been in public and I've ran into these people and they come up and like, hey, how's it going? Like, how you been? And, like, I'll be with someone and they start freaking out. And you're like, hey, like, chill. Like, chill out. Like,
right?
You're like, hey, like, be cool. Like... This is normal.
Matt actually fanboys harder than anybody.
I know, right?
He's trying to pull this cool card. He's over there like, oh my god,
I need dude wipes.
Oh my god,
I need dude wipes.
Is that Michael freaking Jordan? Oh my god.
But you know, the celebrities will approach you.
Yeah.
But not if you're from Hayward. They'll approach us.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, Santa Ana, you're from
Santa
Santa
Ana?
Ana, Long Beach.
What's up?
Long
What's
Beach,
up?
dude.
John Wayne
Long
Airport,
Beach.
motherfucker."
Yeah, like Warren G says, "Don't you know this is Long Beach?"
Yeah, that's right. LBZ.
That's right.
That's like the best line. Did you see him during the riots? Like Warren G was like punking fools on the street. And he walked out. He's like, "This is Long Beach. Where are you from? This is Long Beach." Like, whoa.
You're like, damn.
Whoa, yeah.
My heart hurt during that coverage.
Oh yeah.
It was tragic. Not to talk about politics or anything. All lives matter. Everybody, but watching my hometown suffer what it suffered.
Watch Pike burn
was painful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got mugged at the Pike. Okay,
fond memories
so to watch the area that I was actually physically assaulted hurt. It really did, but it's good to know they're rebuilding and all this.
Where on the bear did?
Are you holding the Haaman sculpture?
Where did he mug you on the bear?
Oh yeah, the bear. That's right. I got mugged up and down the bear, baby.
Oh, oh my God.
So having you on the show, where's like one of your best places? Like kind of coming into a close. Where's one of like your favorite places and why? Where have you been to? Like where would you say is one of the best places?
Quite honestly, okay, we all talk a mean game, and I can talk a mean game, but one thing I want to make clear, which you both know because we've spent some time together, money, fame, it doesn't matter. So one of my favorite places in the world is the islands of Fiji. And the reason being is those people are broke. They are literally broke. Their average wage is about $200 a month. Those son of a bitches, bula you here, bula you there. Bula's like hi, it's like spirit, it's like aloha, bula, 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 right? Those people are happy. They truly get, we live in a beautiful place. We have our health. We have, all of God's gifts. And we're happy. We don't need the money. And that touches me. So I have to tell you, hands down, my favorite place in the world is Fiji. Because of the people. I mean, the beaches you can get anywhere. Oh, yeah. I mean, Santa Ana, fucking world class.
Dude, fucking but gorgeous.
Fiji, I mean, it's gorgeous, and the water's warm, and there's fucking hammerheads that'll bite your dick off. But the people
are not lying.
Like, these are people that work at the hotel, and they work for literally $200 a month, and they give you a smile that can't be faked. Yeah. So, to answer your question, Fiji, love you. You are awesome. The people there get that money doesn't make happiness. Happiness makes money.
I like how you said there because, like, I remember I was in Indonesia and we were out in like Raja Ampat, and you're out on these islands where people live in literally like grass huts. Like, there's nothing out there. Like, there's 17,000 islands that make up Indonesia. And you're out there where like people barely speak English, let alone barely speak Indonesian out there. Like, you go out there. And I remember I walked into this guy's house, and it was like no more than like a couple pieces of, plywood and a roof, like not much to look at. And he thought I was a missionary. And so like I walked in his house, and he like looks at me.
You? Are we talking like legs up missionary, or the V or the W? Elbay. The V or the W? Yeah. Or are we talking missionary like hand food? Yeah. Okay.
So he thought I was like a missionary down there.
I thought he was going.
Yeah. But he looks at me and he's like, hey, come in. I'm like, cool. And then like I sit down. He's like, hey, before you start talking to me, and I was like, all right, what's up? And he like tells me like, he's like, I've already heard your speech. I was like, I don't have a speech to tell you. Like you invited me into your house. And he looks at me and he goes, I don't need people like you here. You need like people like me in your country. And I was like, what? And I looked at him and he goes, yeah, like we don't need you guys coming here trying to solve our problem. You need us in your country to show you guys just how to enjoy life. And I was like,
it's true.
That's a really true statement.
Hey, you, sir, know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right? Like, and this guy's just like a fisherman that probably makes like $1 a month.
Yeah, but that's what it's like. Life is so simplified like that. Like, they don't have any sort of like, the crazy shit that drives us to do what we do here.
Yeah.
That's all taken away. It's just, it's basic life there, man. And that's what's like, you get the most out of life when you just take to the basics like that, where it's like you don't have anything to derive you from enjoying your life to the fullest.
Yeah, you just literally you see something and you enjoy it for what you have in the moment.
You live in the moment. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what's fucking awesome?
What's that?
We went from being complete crazy motherfuckers. That was a deep moment.
That
and
did
I personally feel zenful and close to you.
Right? That was...
Hayward's still not, but Santa Ana, you and me. No, but these guys are right. I mean, we here in this country have so much, and people elsewhere have so little, but we could learn so much from them based on what scarcity they have. And when he said, we don't need your speech, he needs our podcast, but he doesn't need our speech. Yeah. But you're exactly right, and that's why I love Fiji. They have nothing.
No.
And they realize this concept. And this is a concept I'm teaching. It was handed down to me, not by the Haaman, but by my dad. But it was like, life is not fair. We deserve nothing.
Yeah.
And when you grasp that concept, you'll learn to love everything you have. So, I mean, we were talking earlier. Okay, he was living in a car.
Yeah.
But not a rabbit. I lived in a rabbit.
I lived in a Toyota Tacoma.
I lived in a car, 35th Street, Newport.
I lived in a Toyota Tacoma at the Van Nuys Airport.
That's close to a Prius.
That's not far off.
But those were some of my best days.
Yeah. Right.
And I think the people in other countries get that. It's like, money doesn't make you great. Fame doesn't make you great. It's what's in the heart.
Yep.
And they get it. Yep. So if I were to be serious, like we just got serious, I would wish that upon everybody. Find what's in your heart, and trust me, it has nothing to do with possessions.
I agree.
Wow. Wise words from
I feel like Dr. Laura now.
Yeah. Wise words from the Haaman.
Yeah.
Dump him, honey.
Oh, my
But,
gosh.
I mean, it's so true. And I remember, like, when I was living out of my car, I used to shower on the beach a couple times. There was, like, times I'd be showering on the beach because I wouldn't have a friend's house. And I'd just go down there in my board shorts. Like, I got done surfing, and, like, early in the morning, I'd just shower in the beach showers, and then I'd go to work. But it really, like, even in those times, you're like, you look at certain things and you're like, oh, man, like, I wish I had something around here. But it's like, no, you could see, like, your best times when you have absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And that's when your friends support you. And, I mean, we have people that still support us.
Yep.
And we have Boost Oxygen. And we have 30 seconds out.
30 seconds out.
Yeah.
Which we have a new flag, but
Here, let me move out of the way because I'm fucking it up.
Yeah. Get that ugly mug out of our way. I'm just kidding. No, but shout out to our sponsors for helping us out because you guys are awesome, and then shout out to Haaman for coming on and telling us some wonderful stories, man.
I feel like we have a couple more episodes left with the Haaman.
You are definitely going to be brought back.
Anytime I'm here, and I look forward to seeing every one of your podcasts.
I feel like we just scratched the surface with you.
We have so many more stories that we didn't even get to touch upon tonight.
Scratching sounds so fun.
Oh,
but let me tell you, I have thoroughly enjoyed watching you guys grow from episode 1 rolling through. I can't wait to see all the episodes, and I will leave you with this. If you say come, I will be here.
Yeah.
These guys are awesome.
Oh my God! Thank you.
And the studio is fucking epic.
Oh,
it's above.
In fact, girls, can you one more? Okay. No, get off the pole.
Oh my
get off the pole. Will you Windex that fucking thing? Get off of here. My God, woman. Yeah.
Well, Haaman, you will definitely be brought back for multiple sessions again. And,
there's more stories of the Haaman that we
thank you again,
and more stories of you too. Yeah. So I highly recommend you. Like, subscribe. What is it? Like, subscribe, right?
Listen to
comment.
Them. Listen
comment.
To them.
Yep.
These guys are touching on topics. This is going to go viral. And honestly, I don't want to listen to fucking Sirius. I tune into my Spotify and I fucking listen to you guys.
Yes.
Awesome.
So it is awesome. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, appreciate
God damn
you
it, I want another drink.
There we go. All right, guys. Well,
I appreciate you coming on tonight, and we'll be back with you guys, episode 6, and I think we might have another guest, but we'll see.
We'll see.
If he's good, it's good. Can I leave you with this?
Yeah.
Remember, next time you sign in, it's ready to move, groove, slip and slide, get down in the dirt, do the jog, trip the light fantastic, because this ain't no fucking country club.
And on that note, we're out, guys.
Peace out, Santa Ana.
Thanks.
Long Beach. Fuck Hayward.
Oh, shit. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.